Alright, hello, it is just me today. No Drew. But as you saw from the title of this video, this time we're gonna be building a real guitar. Not like the shoebox one we built before, but an actual real guitar. So this is how to build a real guitar, number 1. Okay, so when you're first starting out building a guitar, obviously you're gonna need the two main parts, the body and the neck. So these are 3 beautiful guitars we just got the other day, and I've decided to make a series out of this. But this one is the one we're going to build on camera. This one is the one that we got in, but we're not gonna show us building this. And this one's for our friend, so we're not going to be building this at all. So yes, and you're just gonna need all the basic parts. I just like to say, go to a guitar store and consult guitar experts there on what you're gonna need and things like that, because I'm not gonna go in depth to that because that's like really hard. But you're gonna need your basic parts, you're gonna need your neck, your body, and everything like that. And over here, I've set up all the guitars we've already made to show you that once you get into it, you can build them. You just need the right parts. So here's a Telecaster, a Stratocaster, another Stratocaster. They're different. And then this is a mix between the two. So all of these have different types of parts and they have different types of sounds. So when building a guitar, it's good to know what you want in the guitar, and that's exactly why you need to go to a guitar store or someplace where you can consult an expert. I'm not an expert, but someplace you can consult an expert about what parts you need. So step 1 is essentially just cleaning the guitar off. So my dad and I, as you can see here, we cleaned it off with this stuff called naphtha. I think that's how you pronounce it, and it just cleans the guitar off from any, grime or dirt or anything like that. So that's just pretty easy step, but it'll help later because then you'll have nothing there while you're staining. So step 2 is get out all the cracks. So as you see, that's a big crack there. And then as I flipped around the back here, you will see there is another big crack. So yes, those all are, you have to fill those or else it's just not going to work. The dye you dye the guitar with is not going to work. And then there's like all these dents, as you can see. So what you can do is you can take an iron, which swells up the wood, and as you can see, quick time lapse, this was like a 3-minute video, and that would have been painful for me to narrate as well as you to watch, so I just condensed it into a time lapse. And as you can see, or well, maybe you can't see, but I'll give you a before and after picture, but it swells up the wood and helps seal up those cracks. So there's a before picture, and then there's an after picture. So as you can see, it's very, very hard to tell. So step 3 is using this wood filler to fill in the last of these cracks. So as you can see, that big crack on the back is being filled in by my dad because I was filming. And as you can see, he's just rubbing this wood filler on the wood. And then there's a few other dents and things. But any spot you see, fill it in with that wood filler so there's no imperfections in the wood when you go to stain it and dye it or whatever you're going to do. So, as you can see, it's pretty easy. And then after that, all you have to do is take a wet towel and just wipe the wood filler off. And then, look, it leaves a pretty seamless crack. Or, well, seamless gap. I don't know what to call it.
But as you can see, look at that. It's completely filled. It's magical. I don't know how it works at all, but it works so well. So step 4 is helping you to prepare towards the dyeing and, all of that stuff, coloring the guitar. It's to make sure you don't get any dye or paint or whatever on the binding, because then it's a pain to scrub out. And as you can see, it's just that thin tape stuff, and you put it all around the binding. If your guitar does have bindings, a lot of guitars don't, but if it does, then you're going to want to put this binding tape. If you go on Amazon, all you have to do is search up binding tape and it'll be there.
So I really hope you did enjoy. But just a side note, you need to be an intermediate to expert level guitar player to be able to do this, and you need to know your guitar anatomy and all the parts needed, because when you are first starting out, this is not a good idea. You need, a $50 to $100 guitar, not going all out and spending a lot of money on one of these custom ones. So you need to be able to know how to build a guitar, and you need to be able, and hopefully this will help with some of the steps in building it, but you guys will have to really be able to find the parts you need. Find all the parts you need, get all of them together, and hopefully we'll help with the getting them all together part. But you guys need to know what you want. So, again, if you're an expert, you'll know what I mean. If you want to build a Stratocaster with a P90 in the front pickup and a humbucker in the back pickup, go and do it. It's fine. But you just need to know what you want, and you need to be able to play guitar and play it well. So I just wanted to make that clear before you go and spend money and not know how to do this. Because, again, this hopefully will help with some of the techniques with dyeing the guitar and actually, assembling it. But we're not going to go in depth about all the parts needed because each guitar is different. And I would just like to emphasize that at the end of this video. So, again, thank you so much for watching. Even if you're not building a guitar, you can just see how you build one. I don't know. But thank you so much for watching. We hit 70 subs, and again, by the anniversary of this channel, I want to be able to hit 100 subs, which is kind of crazy. Considering that it just felt like I had 15 subs when I first started out, and this channel has grown a lot. So thank you so much for the support. Comment an invention down below. As you know, I love pressing commenting, etc, etc, etc. But please, just check out the rest of the stuff on the channel. Episode 2 for the guitar building should be out soon. We have a video coming out this week about a thing, and I'll give you a little sneak peek here. But yes, again, hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next episode. Goodbye.